What's going on, guys? United Gaming is back. Another MLB Show 22 video, and in today's video, we're going to go over all the new content that dropped in the feature premiere today. They dropped so much stuff about the brand new co-op mode. They got us a full rundown about how it's going to work, how everything involving that's going to work, and some sneak peeks at some of the new cards and some of all that stuff. So we're going to be going over all those things. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for the best MLB Show 2022 news. Let's just hop right into it. So, the brand new co-op mode that they are releasing, it's going to be amazing. You can do 3v3 or 2v2. So, you can join with your teammates, you can join with your friends, you can join with random people, and you can play MLB The Show together. So, basically how it works is that you're on 3 different screens. It's basically online. It's online playing with other people. So, the way it is going to work when you're playing against CPU teams, we're not going to get into dynasty teams in a minute. Basically, there's a captain. That captain is in charge of setting the lineup, doing all this stuff, and they're also in charge of swapping in and out pitchers. When you're making substitutions, bullpen changes, they're in charge of all that stuff, and the captains just do not switch. But what does switch is who is taking on one role. If you're doing 3v3, there's one person doing pitcher and catcher, there's one person doing infield, and there's one person controlling the outfield. And these switch varying on inning. So in the first inning, player 1 might be controlling the pitcher, player 2 might be controlling the infield, and player 3 might be controlling the outfield. But that'll switch for the second inning. Player 2 pitches, player 3 is in the infield, and player 1 moves to the outfield. And the very third inning, all that good stuff. And, it'll show you in the top left corner. If you take a look at the top left corner, it'll show you what you're going to be controlling next to your name. So you're able to tell who is on what, and you're able to tell what you're going to be controlling for that inning. On the hitting side of things, it's basically you get changed. You can change. It changes every batter. So every single batter, there's a new person. Player 1 leads off, then player 2, then player 3, player 1, then player 2, then 3. It doesn't reset per inning. I don't think they never specified for reset per inning. So I'm not entirely sure on that front. But yeah, and there's a new feature, Pitch Suggest. So basically, we got a short little screenshot of it. It's suggesting a splitter down in the zone. So it suggests the pitches after a few seconds. You're not picking a pitch. There kind of was something like that where the catcher had a glove and it kind of appeared. I feel like that was only for Road to the Show or something. And everyone basically ignored it since no one really knew what it was. But that's it. So, and I'm also going to notice something is that one of these screens is on the nighttime screen and the other screen is two of them are nighttime and one of them is daytime. So that's a little interesting. Wonder if that'll vary. So another interesting thing is that you can do voice chat. There is voice chat, so you're able to communicate. You either use a microphone or you can use these little text boxes and emojis. So you can basically just communicate simply. Or you can just use a good old voice chat and rage and trash talk everybody, which is also an option. I don't know how they're going to be doing it. So, Co-op Diamond Dynasty, how it works is you basically, if you're in 2v2s, you pick 6 players. You get, I believe it's 3 hitters. For each person, you pick 3 hitters from Diamond Dynasty squad, 1 starting pitcher, and 2 relief pitchers. Each person does that. And you can choose from any single card that's in your Diamond Dynasty locker, but you can't use the same player twice, basically. So if I have 99 Mike Trout, I can't throw 99 Mike Trout for both people. So each person's going to pick their own different 6, and you get to combine card collections, which is amazing. Also, for 3v3, there are no screenshots of it, but it's 4, 4, and 4. There's 4 each. And it's basically you get 2 hitters, 1 starter, 1 reliever per person, and all the extra spots because you're thinking 12 is not enough. 12 isn't enough to fill out a full baseball team. You're right, it isn't. It's just filled with basic live series silver cards. That's what it's filled out with. That's what they told us. And we got our first preview look of the 2022 card art, how it's going to be looking. The base card art, we got a slight glimpse of that, and looks very similar to the baseball cards. It's clean, I like it. It's not bad, nothing special, but it ain't bad. And we also got a preview of some cards. We got a preview of this 85 Ryan Howard, this 83 Justin Morneau, and this 83 Joe Mauer. So we got a little preview as to that, and I thought they were real, and then they're towards the end, they're these cards are not final, still in development. I'm like, dang it, man. All right, anyway, so basically, we could see these cards, so there's a little preview of how the 3 play, and we also got to look at the Live Series Diamond card, and man, that background looks really good. Take a look at that Buxton card. Take a look at that Hater card. They both look amazing. And I also grabbed some screenshots of what the Ryan Howard and the Joe Mauer card stats looked like, because I didn't know it was not. I didn't know it was that. They weren't final, but 120 power on an 85 card versus righties for Ryan Howard. What the heck? If that's actually a card, that is ridiculous. So if you want to try out the tech test, you have to be over 18 to be doing it. And I'm not sure the rules on streaming on it. They said you could, but it's kind of like in the air whether you can do it. If you want to be safe, you should not stream it, and that is my opinion. But for co-op, when you're going to be playing it, you're not allowed to pick your teammates. But when we get to the full and final game, you will be able to pick your teammates for co-op and, be able to play with your friends, or you can play with random people. Anyway, it will be a great time overall. The opposing team in co-op that you'll be facing will be random, so you can't, pick someone else. It's not like friendly co-op games. You can't do that, sadly. It would be awesome, don't get me wrong, but sadly, you cannot do that. So, that covers all there is about to cover. Put very simply, you play with friends. You can play with friends. You get to cooperate with friends. You get to play every position. You get to switch between pitcher, infield, and outfield. And I think it was 2v2. It's pitcher and catcher, and then infield and outfield combined, I'm pretty sure, for 2v2. And you just get to switch between hitting, and you get to have a great time with your friends. So this seems like a great thing to say. You get a little bit of a look at the split screen. Now, this split screen isn't going to be what you're seeing. What you're seeing on your screen is not going to be all three screens, because that makes zero sense. You're just going to see the big screen, and everyone get their own individual screen. So don't get confused by that and think it'll be a small screen for you. No, it'll be a big screen. We also get a look at some of, one thing I forgot to slightly mention is that when you're hitting, or when you're on the offensive side of things, you get to take a look at who's doing what. So there's a little icon in the corner indicating if you're the hitter, if you're the runner, or if you're just not doing anything. So that's indication. And what I'm interested in is if you have a runner that you got, if the bases are loaded, then someone has to be doing two things, right? So that's a little interesting. And if there's two base runners, I don't even know. So there's some speculation. There was no legend reveal at the end of this. So that's a little disappointing. But, no legend reveal. I'm not complaining too much. They release so much content. I'm not complaining at all. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video, want to stay tuned for more future premieres. There's gameplay is going to be the next one. So stay tuned next week, Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Gameplay we get to see. First preview at. We also got preview of scoreboards and all that good stuff today. So I'm your gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you so much for watching.